meant to get to this days ago. Portugal, Switzerland, a bunch of other countries now won't accept U.S. customers, UBS and others, because our government's stealing everybody's bank accounts. Then the big $1 trillion and $1 billion slush funds, those are all left alone. This is all part of the OECD, global tax avoidance, the total grid going in, and we are known as the slave suckers of the planet. The Chinese and the American people are the different beta test, so are the Brits. Finishing up, Gary, yeah, Obama has lied about everything except his promise to set up Youth Corps. And he's keeping troops in Iraq. That's all a stage deal, pulling some out of a few cities. But very, very serious. Anything else?
Just on the climate bill that just went through the House as a vote. After your show, I watched the C-SPAN coverage of it. And none of them, the Democrats didn't even have a legitimate claim for this bill. And
well, of course they don't want to be legitimate. I appreciate your call. Yeah, the global climate situation, what's that all about, Alan Watt?
Again, it's just repetitive propaganda. They don't even need facts. They hope to win just by the propaganda, because the average person cannot believe that so many people would go to such extreme lengths to lie to them. That's how we think as ordinary people. Remember, Hitler said the same thing. If you're going to tell a lie, make sure it's a big lie. They're more likely to believe it. And this is what they're using today: repetition, repetition, repetition. Selective scientists who are all on the IPCC. And those scientists who come out with other facts, contradictory data, are being barred from world meetings or even from getting talks on
Hell, they're
television.
trying to make it illegal.
Yes, they are.
Climate denial.
That's right.
Let's talk to Tatiana in California. Go ahead, Tatiana. Sorry, I was calling you Titania. I was reading way across.
It's okay. It's all right. People do make mistakes. Alex, hi. I just wanted to thank you for what you're doing. And I have actually a comment about one of your shows you did a few days ago.
Yeah.
On this federal offense. If somebody says something, if you don't like, they can actually, sue you or whatever. And
no,
my
not
other
sue
question,
you, arrest you. The Cyberbullying and the Hate Crimes Act. The Hate Crimes Act is passed, and it says if you hurt someone's feelings, you're going to federal prison.
Okay, well, my other question is, if it's a law, isn't it a double-edged sword? We can use that against them?
No, it's all selectively enforced. It's all like when the cops beat a guy to death in England, and it comes out they even killed him. They get awards, just like when just like when the Army recruiters lie and say you'll go to prison if you don't join the military when you haven't signed, they get promoted. Alan, you want to explain that?
Yes, that's the technique they're using. And they make it sound as though everything's equal, we all get equal chances. But when you look at the United Nations, for instance, they decide which NGOs they will have on board and which ones they will not, which ones are taboo. So it's selective across the board. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's like the United Nations, Tatiana, in Rwanda. It came out, they really ran that mass murder, but then they run the trial punishing a few machete wielders. Anything else, Tatiana?
Well, my question was, isn't it law a double-edged sword? Basically, can't we use the same law against them?
No, because they decide how to apply it. Selective enforcement. I appreciate your call. We're out of time for Jordan and others. Always amazing having you on, Alan Watt, today for 2 hours and 50 minutes. CuttingToTheMatrix.com. Our sites are PrisonPlanet.com and Infowars.com. Alan, super job. We got some special projects coming up in the future, and I'm really honored to work with you, Alan.
Thanks, Alec. I appreciate being on.
Let me say bye to you when the show ends, my friend. Okay, we are out of time here, ladies and gentlemen. Retransmission starts now at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.tv. Don't forget all the books, all the videos, all the materials available at Infowars.com. Get them, make copies, get them out to people. Resist, speak up, take action, get your head screwed on straight, trust in God, and take on the new world order. Key info on foreign troops in the U.S. coming up right now on the other side. Good job, crew.